Here it is. To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing, end them. To die, to sleep no more. And by a sleep, to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. It is a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. And there's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might do himself in with a bare bodkin? Who would Fargels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others that we know not of? Thus, conscience does make cowards of us all. And thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied o'er with the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pith and moment, with this regard their currents turn away and lose the name of action. Soft you now, the fair Alexis. In thy horizons be all my sins remembered. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Take some time to digest it. I know it is a great work.
What language is that?
Irish.
Irish, okay. Are you
Yes.
selling anything right now?
Yes, actually my work is available in basically every bookshop in the entire world. So please do go pick up a copy.
What's the title of your book?
It's, I'm weighing it, but I believe it's going to be called David, the Prince of Ireland.
David, the Prince of Ireland. That's
Yes.
very beautiful.
Thank you so much. And
Thank you. Let's give it up for David Bonnee.
Thank you so much. I will give my regards to Devin the second I see him.
Yeah, tell him I'm very pissed off.
Good. Gotcha.
Gotcha, David. Oh, limey bastard. I don't know how to do things. Everybody, give it up for David Bonnee one more time. Okay, Leslie Julien. Spin that wheel. Oh, God. Do you know what dressage is?
I saw Ryan do it.
You saw Ryan do it twice?
Twice.
And
I'll try.
I want to hear panting. I want actual
panting.
horse dancing. Presidential candidate Mitt Romney, his wife was a dressage champion. At least as good as her.
At least as good as her. Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on. And Leslie, just shuffle 6 inches to the left. There we go. All right. You know the score. 6 minutes.
There we go.
And do you want to tell people what you do?
I write comics, and sometimes I do this thing.
He writes comics. And what are the titles of comics? Do you have any Kickstarters going right now?
No, but Savage Wizard is about a barbarian that gets his hand chopped off by his best friend. Head Case is about two kids that steal a bag and there's a severed head inside. And Lost Lakes about girls on a fun girls trip that goes horribly wrong. People get murdered.
That's amazing. Can't wait to read those. But you have 6 minutes.
6 minutes.
Are you prepared? It's starting right now.
Mostly. Okay. Having bounced around the country, I've dealt with all manner of people and seen how differently people treat friendship. There are flakes aplenty, and people you actually like are and trust are a rare breed. Man, this is harder than it looks. I'm not going to do something dumb like define friendship. That'd be really dumb. Instead, my knees? Okay, let's see. But when you're a kid, all it takes is liking the same stuff. You know, you like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, same rappers I do, yay, boom, we're friends. But as an adult, it takes a lot more than that. It's nice to have a friend with two tails that will come along with a biplane and help you out when you need it, a little ride or die, but not all of us are so lucky, Sonic. Okay, I lied. I am actually going to define friendship, sort of. A real friend pet sits for me when I'm out of town. A real friend asks me how I'm really doing. A real friend does not dismiss me when I say, hey, what's that sound? And we nod and we both run as fast as we can from that innocuous sounding danger. A real friend never suggests splitting up in a creepy house because A, I'm black, and it never works, and B, because what's the point? Covering up more ground is stupid, and
Okay.
nay.
Yeah, there can be less panting.
Less panting?
Yeah,
Thank
there
God.
can be less panting.
The panties. So yeah, what's the point? You're just trying to get lost faster. A real friend tells me the second they've been bitten by a zombie, and is even realer friend if they tell me that they're going to unalive themselves rather than I have to handle it, because that's just, come on, I don't want to do that. A real friend sacrifices himself when a homicidal maniac becomes obsessed with us. Despite all the resistance we put up and an ample amount of similar victims in the vicinity. And actually, that friend sacrifices himself so that I can go on living and maybe avenge them in the coming days or a sequel. But I will always say, hey, it should have been me. But it never would have been me because clearly I'm not as good a friend as you. A real friend believes me when I say my dead mother has been haunting me and that the lights have been flickering in my house and that the air is colder and that the blood is dripping from the walls and that I hear her singing songs that she sang to me as a child and now they make me shudder and that menacing, malevolent energy has robbed me of my sleep and is terrorizing me and ruining my life. No one else believes that horrific accident at the poker night wasn't my fault, but you do. A real friend travels unprompted to Maine and buys a gently used grimoire from a woman with sad eyes who knows all too well that the thing works, but is too spiritually broken to care. And that same friend gives me that gently used grimoire to help banish the thing masquerading as my dead mother to the deepest, darkest pits of hell. And after that, while I'm picking up the pieces of my ruined life, exhausted, definitely out of my security deposit on the place I'm renting, and also a real friend stops me from summoning the archdemon king Metazaz while I'm at my lowest. The voices from the grimoire whisper seductively in my ear that Metazaz can grant me untold wealth, but a real friend knows nothing is free when you're dealing with unholy entities. A real friend helps me bury a body when Metazaz possesses some stranger to attack me and steal the grimoire for purposes of unholy revival. My friend doesn't hesitate to help me kill that unfortunate bastard. A real friend buys shovels, trash bags, bleaching gloves, and cash at separate locations. They don't bring up the police because how do you explain you killed a man in self-defense to stop the archdemon from walking the earth and setting it all on fire? A real friend helps you dig a proper 6-foot grave where no one will ever discover it. No half-assing it with a shallow burial where a coyote will discover it or a hiker who's too observant for their own good will spot it and alert the authorities, and then I'm screwed. A real friend comes back for me even when everyone would think I'm dead, when surely that stabbing ended me or that dark creature dragging me to demise and bit into the soft parts of my flesh and to prematurely in my life. A real friend knows that I'm not dead until they see me draw my last breath. And when they return to me, I might be close to dying, or my heart has technically stopped, but just their presence is enough to make me gasp dramatically and hang on as we limp past the decimated bodies of those who didn't have as good a friend as I do. I thought I had a real friend, but now I'm not sure, because a friend you trust that deeply brings you a case of red hot dogs when they go on business trips to North Carolina. Thank you.
I thought you were going to draw your last breath during the story. I was listening. This is Leslie Julien, all the way from San Antonio, everybody.
Thank you.
Hold on. I did not give you permission to use my likeness or my friend's likeness in your story. What gave you the idea that you could write about my life?
I apologize.
Thank you. How was the horse? Did the horse treat you well? Catch your breath.
It might be a bit advanced for me.
Cool. Yeah, a little advanced, yes. But you weren't really dancing. You were just galloping.
Yeah.
Okay. Head cases, Savage Wizard.
Lost leg. Oh, Ghost Gauntlet. It's about a girl that dies and has to punch her way into heaven.
Yeah. Look up Leslie Julien. Great comic writer. Everyone, give it up for Leslie Julien. Number 3, I believe, is Miguel.
I'm not. This just not.
Yeah, no, we're not going to do any repeats. Do you want to spin that wheel?
Hot air? No.
Yeah.
Hot air?
Hot air. He's got hot air. This is a real special one. Miguel told me that he was writing his story just not even 5 minutes ago, so be aware. You have 6 minutes.
Listen. All right, when you did hot air, no, don't start yet.
I'm not starting yet.
When you did hot air and Devin was up here, everybody loved it. Nobody wants to see this. So
I can tell you there are at
go
least
from this angle.
2 people of the 13 that are very interested in seeing what hot air means.
I'm gonna tuck my shirt in like he is.
No, you don't need to tuck your shirt in. Yeah. This is okay. I'll go. I'll be reasonable.
Thank you, appreciate you.
Thank you.
Who's that?
Take it off.
I don't know that person.
They want to see something. Miguel, hold on. Miguel is the writer of Aztec Death Whistle,
That's correct.
all the way from San Antonio.
Miguel_Myers_ATX on Instagram.
On Instagram, Miguel_Myers without the E _ATX on Instagram.
Yeah.
Timer started, bud.
All right, this is titled Tonally All Over the Place. I've had the same nightmare every night for the past month. I'm suddenly at the wheel of my car, heading directly into oncoming traffic, and I'm completely frozen in terror. I woke up when my forehead came in contact with the glass. The first time it happened, I noticed a small cut on my forehead where the dream flesh had met the dream glass. Every time after, the cut expanded further across my face, until one morning I woke up to find my skin ripped open along the lines the dream cuts had made. Thank you, appreciate it. Exposed bone, blood, and teeth soon followed. That's exactly where I told you not to, you piece of shit. All right. Within a week, my whole face had collapsed. The week after, I was dead. But my story didn't end there. I still had to work. I still needed to make a living. Everyone at the office was very concerned at first. Thank you. Most of my day was filled with coworkers dropping by my office to check on me, give me well wishes, offer to help me in any way possible. It was nice. Up until then, I'd always felt like I was just tolerated. That actually felt very nice. I appreciate that. There's something about being just tolerated as an adult that infantilizes you, others you. But now, I felt part of the group. People invited me out to eat, as they tried not to throw up their own lunch. Sure, yeah, there was a lot of stares and even an uncomfortable conversation or two, but my new friends would always stick up for me, rally around me, make sure I made it back to the office safe. Then the smell started. I tried deodorant at first. That did nothing. Cologne made it worse. I tried fragrance oils. I tried showering multiple times a day. Patchouli, that was terrible. I tried Febreze. Nothing worked. Finally, in a stroke of what I can only describe as utter genius, I looked up what cologne was made of. Well, it's made of many things, but the most potent ingredient is castoreum, which is just a fancy word for castor sacs from mature beavers. They dry out these sacs, then use alcohol to extract the essence. But where was I going to find beaver? Craigslist. That's where I found it. Thank you. This accountant-looking dude has a bunch. Said he makes fragrance as a hobby. He asked me if I wanted the whole beaver, the dead body, or there's no other way to extract the castoreum. I don't know about you, but nobody's ever offered to sell me beaver, not live anyway. So I bought the whole damn beaver. My mistake was in naming her. Her name is Khadija. She's wonderful with a great sense of humor. Despite my new friendship, I still hadn't solved my smell problem. Then my nose fell off and it became everyone else's problem. Get fucked at the end.
That's it?
That's it.
I really got to shorten this time limit.
I appreciate you working around me.
What do you mean?
Don't make me sing. That sucks.
Give it up for Miguel Myers, everybody. Aztec Death Whistle. Look him up on Instagram. Buy his comic. You can get it at Ghoulish Bookstore in San Antonio if you want to drive an hour from Austin. Next up is Susan Snyder, who decided the reading order for successfully having Miguel place a hot dog tip in my mouth. Susan, Susan, you're the shark expert.
Yes.
So what does that mean?
That means that I have recently written or co-written a shark smut book.
Oh.
Yes, it's called Nympho Shark Fuck Frenzy.
Oh, okay, all right. You are for...
Oh, it's nominated for a Wonderland.
Is it here? Is it here for sale?
A Wonderland Award. I can't do this. This is too high. So I'm
Okay,
just
all
gonna
right.
hold it.
I don't know how to do anything. Is it here for sale?
No.
No.
You can get it at your local book resellers, Madness Heart Press or Amazon. You can get it at the Zon. Like,
And that's Madness
it was
Heart.
actually banned on the Zon at first.
Oh, it was?
Yes.
It's madnessheart.press. And you're also forgetting a very important aspect of the show. You got to spin the wheel.
Yeah.
Southern or Mario accent?
Okay, I'm gonna have to do Southern.
Okay. Timer has started.
Okay, so this is like really near and dear to my heart. I'm gonna open up and get really personal with you guys, and this is also timeless work. I like to think it's timeless work. So I'm going to give you in poetic form 3 different poetic forms, one for each movie. This is the trilogy of Shark Attack 1, 2, and 3 in poetic form. Stars Casper Van Diem. I know you already know that because I know. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put this down. Okay. Thank you, because I can't do both. Thank you.
That's John Baltusberger, everybody.
The suspense is killing you guys, I know.
Don't encourage him too
And
much.
I know you guys are already super familiar with the Shark Attack trilogy, but like just bear with me, okay? So the first one, it's not really called Shark Attack 1, it's just called Shark Attack, but okay. Port Amanzi, Africa. Guy marine biologist has device that makes sounds, gets attacked by dudes. Exotic African beats and foggy shit. Oh, they slice his arm and throw him in. You totally forgot that, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Florida, marine bio student. Casper is BFFs with Tom Brady in real life, which totally makes sense aesthetically. 12 shark attacks in 3 months. Journal of Marine Biology. Wow. Found dudes watching its liver. 1999. Remember that year? Ernie Hudson equals Ghostbusters. Fishing devastated by shark attacks. Finds out his buddy is dead in the most lethargic way ever. Black tip, red tide, Corrine, sister of dead dude. Any excuse for a brawl. American, you did good there. Local tribe knows the deal. Thumper makes heartbeaty sounds. Attract sharks to corral them. Shady scientist smokes a lot and says anytime, twice. What accents are these? Catch one, liver deformed, not even a white shark. Inflammation of the brain, reverted back to primal instincts, cells, dark spots, hormones, because why? Think of the shark system as an engine. If you drive it too hard or too fast, it'll burn out. Cure for cancer, synthetic growth hormones. The boy, he almost died but didn't. Is he Sharky now? Kidnapped by bad guys, Casper and boring Corinne, thrown into water like the first dude. Miraculously find an O2 tank. We can't afford one car crash, so just make it good. Bunch of gross patients, abandoned by Dr. Craven. Only Shark, what the fuck? Break into lab, come up with a totally ineffective way of dispatching bad guys, trade with Corinne, and hotel guy wants to develop too many things. Oil, oh, like a twist. Locals in action and shooting and whatnot, fighting. Evil guys laughing a lot. They enjoyed feeding dude to the shark. Bad financier guys shoot smoker scientists with harpoon. All of a sudden he's good guy, but not really. Helicopter fight with bad guy. Sharks only eat bad guy. Casper alone on a calm sea looking fabulous. Recommendation, nope. All right, Shark Attack 2. different kind of poetry. Let's get to the rhyming. Two diving sisters go down, one gets eaten. Mostly real shark footage, that can't be beaten. Waterworld is opening soon, Nick is in charge. A toy boat gets devoured, there's a great white at large. This is hard to say. Nick's dickhead boss wants the shark to make money. Sam, the living sister, wants it dead and her nose is all runny. The captive shark gets fed to please the crowd, then eats a dude and escapes, and the screams get real loud. A TV show host named Roy comes to film all the action. Nick saves Sam from the shark, it's an instant attraction. Nick and Sam love montage. Roy murders the wrong shark. Here comes the surf competition, imminent danger here, hark. These fish are all screwy from steroids and shit. When they gather in packs, the carnage won't quit. Nick, Sam, and Roy come together as a team. Nick tells his own story of a shark-killing machine. Abso-fucking-lutely, they say. Let's lure him into a cave and detonate a bomb. Roy and Nick are so brave. Let's have sex in the pool before risking our lives. Roy won't make it out, but the couple survives. Shark Attack 3, Megalodon. A dark shadow from the depths will creep, but why does this movie look so cheap? Making repairs in the Challenger Deep. Big old shark leaves a guy in a heap. 6 months later in Mexico, Playa del Rey is the place they will go. Lots of boobs, too much laughing, oh no, I don't want to watch this movie no mo. Ben dives in and finds a tooth. Cat Stone is a scientist sleuth, yet she can't seem to tell Ben the truth. There's a Meg in these waters, forsooth. Apex is a bad company. These cables attract Megs, you see. But this one's a little baby, and pissed off its mother will be. Full throttle, Meg's en route to the resort, and her route is a little too short. Ben and Kat don't get much support. Many deaths fill the daily report. To kill the Meg, it's a race. It ends up with a shot to the face. But this boat they can never replace. I wish this movie would pick up the pace. Big old mama starts eating some folks. Apex party yacht provokes. Heroes use electricity to coax. Surely now it can't be a hoax. The Med gets a dart with a tag. The mini sub is starting to sag. Ben shoves it right in so she'll gag. Kaboom, and she's in the bag. Thank you.
Wow, with 7 seconds left. Even though Susan doesn't have her books here, there are books over there if you want to support independent authors. And if you go to madnessheart.press, you can get Susan's books.
This is one of them, too.
Okay, everybody give it up for Susan, who was in and out of a southern accent, points deducted. Remember that, audience. And Ryan, you are up. Where are the children? Jesse, can you grab up your friends? Because Ryan doesn't get to spin the wheel. Polly and Luna. You're fucked, dude. And Sid.
Are you gonna take my picture on stage? I think you gotta step back.
Ryan, while we're waiting for the obstacles, Ryan just, Say Uncle came out, what, 4 months ago?
You say Uncle's been about like 5-6 months now?
It was great.
That's
I
not
read
Andrew,
it.
That's Sonic the Hedgehog. Those are separate endorsements. Andrew and Sonic both think it's great.
When he starts reading, shoot him. Okay? But in front. Go in front. Okay, he doesn't get to spin the wheel because I really want the kids to be able to do something. It would have been drive-by. So let's just get started, Ryan. You have those books for sale, right?
I have 4 books for sale over there. Please buy one. My wife is pregnant with our second child, and that child wants
That's
to go
a
to
Ha
college.
Storytime
I think.
exclusive.
We're also trying to figure out whether to circumcise the child or not. So if you have opinions, let me know. You can boo, you can cheer. I literally don't know what to do. So imagine that you are in a hospital bed, and I'm your doctor. And I'm sorry, this is the best the American medical system can do for you? Well, I read over your chart. Sounds like you had a rough day. Do you mind if I sit down? I guess you can't really talk. Blink once for yes, twice for no. I mean, wink. Sorry. Not trying to be insensitive here. Thanks. I can never get the height on these damn chairs right since we switched to the new ones. The old ones worked fine, but you don't care about all that. Well, Mr. Ramirez, I've got good news and I've got bad news. My understanding is that you were delivering a package and a monster mauled your face. I mean, mauled isn't quite right. Maybe eviscerated, mutilated. Anywho, the good news is this is a really cheap hospital. People just shoot you while you're doing medical care. The good news is we've got a good ER, so they're going to take care of me after. The good news is the thing that attacked you was a metaphor. Mr. Wilkins, the man who owns the house where you're making delivery, Ben, as his friends would call him, has been suffering trauma from a childhood incident. Mommy didn't hug him enough, Daddy held his hand to a frying pan so often that Ben can't be around the smell of bacon, yada yada. He never went to therapy, but he turned his life around and kept things sailing smooth until he found out that he's having a kid of his own. That unearthed some of those feelings, which manifested as the monster that attacked you. If only we'd had this gun when the monster was attacking you. Maybe there was something in a lab in the basement, a garden project gone wrong, someone read the text of an ancient book out loud. These things happen more than you think. A 24-state survey found reports in 23 states. Not even monsters spend time in Montana. The police showed me a picture, big-looking shadow creature, only the teeth appear to be corporeal. Makes me think the book thing more than the science experiment gone wrong. Getting a little into the weeds here, but Ben was able to put the monster down. Huge climactic showdown, priests doing exorcism, his wife going into labor, a couple of arms ripped off, maybe a leg or two. A lot of cannon fodder got foddered. But then Ben hugged the monster, and he held it there. The two of them wept, nay, sobbed, before they merged into one. Get that adult out of there. He had to let those feelings in to allow himself to experience the fullness of life, even the ugly feelings living inside him. So that's the good news. The monster is back inside Ben. No one else is going to get hurt. He's healed, brings a tear to my eye. The bad news is that your left eye will never tear again. It's gone. While plastic surgery has become quite proficient at rhinoplasty, your insurance has deemed that a nose is not a medical necessity. Nostrils, yes. A full nose, no. We'll do everything we can to put your face back together, but you can have things done cheap and fast like your insurance company wants, and you know that means you can't have it good, or you can start a GoFundMe. Your other doctors have told me that you've begun to regain the use of your thumb, so I'd suggest you start typing. It'll be easier for everyone if we fix as much as we can during the first set of surgeries. And let's keep the important thing in mind. Ben, a man you've never heard of before, emotionally healed thanks to the monster that physically destroyed your face. Thanks, y'all.
All right, well, everyone is severely under time, but we have reached the
My
portion.
butt is a chicken.
Ryan Bradley, his butt is a chicken.
That's
we have
what the kids
reached
told me.
the end of the game. Where can we have all of the competitors come on stage?
I have a smelly head that smells like chicken, and my butt is chicken. What about my torso? Is the spot in between my head and my butt chicken? So I'm just a chicken, all of me.
Okay. If you think Ryan should circumcise his next child's Should you circ? By round of applause. Yes? No? That kid's uncut, bro. You're not snipping. Audience decided. No, it sounded like more no. It sounded like more no. Don't. You heard him. Don't cut the dick. If you think Susan should win, clap and scream and yell. If you think Devin should win, oh, David, Bonnee, I'm sorry. Clap and scream and yell. Okay. Leslie Julien, who's got a horse between his nuts. Miguel Myers. Ryan Bradley, who may or may not mutilate his child. Okay, I think it's Susan. Susan's the winner, which means there are still 4 winners and 2 losers. Miguel and Leslie, who drove all the way from San Antonio to lose. That's okay. Susan, take a bow. Nothing. What? Oh, shit. Okay, guys, thank you for coming. It's Haha Storytime. Every second Tuesday of the month, there are books here. Tip your bartender. Buy a drink. On October 30th, Thursday, there's going to be a Moo-Haha Storytime. Many people from the stage will be competing in a scary story contest. It's going to suck as much as this one did, for sure. But thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Your butt smells like butt cheeks.
Say it again.
Your butt smells like butt cheeks.
Wisdom.
My name is Poopy Butt, and my face smells like farts.
Amen. That's good writing.
Hello, my name is Luna, and welcome to Haha Storytime. And everyone was joining to come in, and thank you for doing that. Thank you for every fart, people.
Thank you. Sid? It's more of a performance. Thanks again.